Hello and welcome to Better.com. It's Europe's richest race on Sunday, the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. And I'm joined here by Paul Wheeler, Better.com's racing expert, to go through the race and hopefully find the winner. So Paul, the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe has been one of the build-up to this one has been the most dramatic in history, would you say?
I wouldn't give an argument to that. I think if you were a Hollywood scriptwriter and offered this to a producer, he'd throw it back at you. If you'd asked me who was going to win this race on Monday, I'd have given you a different answer to the one I'd given you on Tuesday. And I'd still be giving you a different answer today.
So with so much action going on at the top of the market, which horse is going to go off favourite, do you think?
I think it'll be Camelot favourite on the Better.com market, the Frankie factor. You cannot underestimate that. But on the track, I think it's going to be the Japanese horse Orfevre. Now, I'm reliably informed that they're expecting 6,000 Japanese racegoers at Longchamp on Sunday, all of them with a yen, to back Orfevre. So I could see him going off as short as Deep Impact did when he ran in the race in 2006.
So in your opinion, he's going to go off favourite in France, but has he got the capabilities to win the race, do you think?
Now, Deep Impact finished third in that race. He was eventually disqualified. And I'm not sure this one's going to do an awful lot better. He does have some soft ground form, and that's what we're expecting at Longchamp this weekend, when he won the Japanese Derby. But I think the ground in France might be a bit softer even than that, and I think that's going to go against him. As for Camelot, as you and I have discussed a fair few times before, neither of us are that convinced by the Colts' classic form in Britain this year. And another thing to bear in mind, the last 10 Derby winners to go on to the Arc, only 3 of them have won.
So obviously Camelot's not floating your boat, Paul, but 3-year-olds have a fantastic record in the Arc over the last few years. 15 of the last 18 renewals have been picked up by 3-year-olds. So that moves me to talk about Saonois, 3-year-old from France. Got a big chance?
Yeah, I mean, I have a bit of a seeking suspicion about this horse, and I'd be honest with you, it's crept up on me. Okay, he's won the Prix du Jockey Club, he's won the Prix Niel. Now that's the logical route for a French-trained 3-year-old colt. But neither of them were particularly impressive performances. They didn't, as you say, float my boat. But both times he needed luck to get the gaps, to get the win. But the thing I've got to give him credit for, he had the speed to go through the gaps, but as importantly, he had the guts to do it.
Yeah.
And that's something you're going to need in a race like the Arc. Forget Shrinking Violet, they ain't got a chance. So he's in the mix, but I just can't help thinking there's going to be somebody better. Yeah,
he's also going to need a lot of luck in running as well, you thought, in a rough race like the Arc. Moving on to another French trained horse who finished second last year, Charetta, who finished behind Dangery.
Yeah, I mean, cracking form. I do like the filly a lot. There's only one thing that worries me. Alain de Royer-Dupré, who knows more about her than I ever will, has always said he thinks she's better on better ground. And you look at the forecasts, they've had a fair bit of rain in the last 24 hours at Longchamp. You just get the feeling the ground isn't going to go her way. And that's why I'm just moving away from her somewhat.
So John Gosden may have had to withdraw Nathaniel because of blood problems, but he has a ready-made replacement in Great Heavens. And Paul, John Gosden has paid €100,000 to supplement the filly. Has she got a chance?
Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest, she's the one I'm going to go for.
Yeah.
She's made rapid progress this season since she won, believe it or not, a maiden at Yarmouth in May. She then went on, she won a listed race at Newbury the following month, and in July she won the Lancashire Oaks and the Irish Oaks. And all 4 victories have come on ground that's no better than soft. Now, she missed a run in the Prix Vermeil last month, but I don't think that's necessarily a major problem. She just wasn't quite right on the day. Her training's been going fine at either side, that's as far as I'm aware. And what I like is that she's had the right sort of prep for a race like this. Very much the way the French do. Miss out the summer, or the late summer, and just bring them through gradually in the autumn for one day in October. And I think that's what she's there for. She ticks all the right boxes for me, because what she showed in the Irish Oaks, she can find plenty in the last furlong, and that's where you need it in the Arc.
So Paul is going for Great Heavens to land the big race. Do you agree with him? Or maybe you don't? If so, drop us a comment underneath the video or go to Better.com.